Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I am your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week as always. Now, the market's been pretty much bleeding red all week long, and since I did promise you an earnings update last week, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to dive into the top 3 names that have been really moving markets this week. So without further ado, at name number 3, it's Visa, posting a rare revenue miss and a rare payment volume miss as well against analyst expectations. Now, I say that this is very rare because for the credit card giant, the last time that they missed analyst expectations was back in 2020. Now, a lot of the revenue miss is coming from weaker cross-border travel spend, particularly coming out of Asia. However, though, we have seen some silver linings here stateside, as retail sales did increase in the month of June by the most they had in 3 months. The company is still very solid. They just did have that little bit of weakness that we expect to pick up here going into the future. At number 2, it is Alphabet, aka Google, having a pretty solid quarter overall, but they did miss on YouTube ad revenue, which added a little bit of downward drag for the name on the day of the release. However, the bigger story behind this is the CapEx spend that they continue to use to build out their AI infrastructure. Now, the only reason that that's a bigger story is because more and more investors are starting to question the amount of CapEx spend that a lot of these mega cap tech companies are spending to build out on AI, and they're starting to try to figure out what the transparency is around return on their investment. So as a result, the entire tech sector did kind of slide as a result of that, as you've probably seen with some of the other mega cap names. And then finally, at number 1, it is Tesla. So Tesla posted a very disappointing quarter, seeing a miss on both profit and EPS. In addition to that, they did have to postpone a potential event on robo-taxis that they were planning to announce back until October. Now, this continues to be kind of a pattern of ongoing delays and announcements on events such as these, but it does leave Tesla investors kind of in a weird holding pattern, so to speak, because as these new catalysts continue to get delayed, investors have to grapple with the fact that car output and sales continues to decline. So it was a pretty bad day for the EV automaker, as it slid almost 12% on the day of their release. Now, those are the 3 main names that have released this week and have really moved markets all week long. Now, what are we looking to for next week? Well, next week, same story. It's going to be more mega cap tech earnings next week, as we see Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, a lot of big boys go ahead and report. So we're going to do another earnings edition next week as well. So stay tuned for that. Now, that pretty much does it for this week's video. As always, if you have additional questions, please reach out to your financial advisor or dig into the written week in review. And we will see you the same time next week. So please enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.